cuties. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Young and the Restless edition. All right, today is Monday, December the 12th, 2022. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It went by so fast. Let's just jump right into this. We see Billy and Lily. Let me tell you something. Billy is working my last nerves. I mean, I at one point I was on his side on this. But now it has been so long and he has treated Lily so bad in this that I'm not even on his side in it. I'm supporting Lily in this because Lily still be working my nerves sometimes too. But anyways, she's sitting down enjoying, trying to get her some breakfast and trying to get herself together because y'all know she always got that laptop working or that computer working, right? And so she's just trying to do her work, and Billy comes up, and they don't missed each other through the night. So he said, "I wanted to tell you good morning, beautiful." I said, "Don't say that because that's what f boys be saying." So I'll be saying that. But anyways, he said, "I wanted to tell you good morning, beautiful." And so she said, yeah, sorry we missed each other, yada yada yada. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes because she's like, "Billy, I have to really go to work. And I have to really get out of here." He said, "Yeah, but I wanted to finish our conversation." And she was like, "What conversation? Like, I have nothing else to say. I told you I didn't tell Chelsea not to lean on you. I didn't tell her that." So she said, "So if Chelsea is making it seem like that I told her not to lean on you and that she needs to find her help through another source, then excuse me, I don't know why she's saying that, and she is sorely mistaken." And he says, "Well, no, that's not what she said." So she said, "So Chelsea doesn't have a problem. It's you." And he said, "Because she won't answer my calls and texts." That's not Lily's fault. That's Chelsea's fault. Like, if she won't answer your calls and texts, that's on Chelsea, not Lily. So then he says, "Well, it's funny that you have a conversation with her and now she's not answering." She said, "Chelsea thanked me for the conversation. We left on good terms." She said, "Yes, I did tell her you have a lot of people that you can lean on." She said, "And that's all I said, but I'm been very understanding and I'm understanding of Chelsea's situation. So now it looks like you are the one who have a problem, who has the problem." And Billy's whole thing is he wants Lily as his girlfriend, but he wants to be this emotional support for Chelsea. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. He wants two separate women. That's what I'm seeing. And don't tell me, "Oh, well, he just wants to help Chelsea. He's just doing this to help her." And no, Billy is getting off on this as well. And that's exactly what Lily said. She said, "This is another addiction for you. It might not be gambling or anything, but it's an addiction. It's feeding your need as well." And that's exactly what it's doing. And so at this point, she pretty much like, "I don't have time for this, Billy." And so then he gets a text message and it's from Chelsea. And she said, "Go ahead and go." And he was like, "It can wait." And she said, "No, check your text message because I don't want there to be something wrong and you didn't check your text message and the blame is on me. Like, well, you were so insecure I couldn't check the message." She said, "So check it." And he said, "It can wait," because Chelsea just says, "Can I speak? When are you free? I need to speak to you." And she tells him, "Go, Billy, because you're distracted now. All you can think about is what Chelsea has to say to you. So go ahead and go." Plus, Lily was done with this conversation before it even started. I said, "You just driving her to Daniel's arms. Go on, go on. I'm not 100% trusting Daniel either, but let's keep moving." So then, because Billy leaves, so then Adam and Sharon, I don't know why Sharon been getting on my nerves lately, but she has. Adam and Sharon talks, and he tells her his conversation went good with Sally. Then it took I mean, not Sally, Lord, with Chelsea, but then it took a little left. So he doesn't know what kind of mood she gonna find her in. She said, "Be positive." I said, "Yeah, be positive, Adam." So he gone upstairs, and Chelsea uncooked breakfast with Connor, and he said them pancakes was good because he wiped his plate, child. And so they're all talking and whatever, having a nice conversation as as parents, co-parenting Connor, um, and everything. And then they come downstairs and they Chelsea tells Connor it's going to be a little perk for you. You're going to have something extra from Crimson Lights. That's one of the perks of working here. And Adams makes a nice comment for Sharon, and she says, "Are you trying to get a perk too?" I said, "Girl, shut up. I don't know why Sharon getting on my nerves lately." So then we see Chelsea and Sharon talk or whatever, and Sharon that she's making amends to Sharon because she said, "I blamed you for a lot of stuff, not realizing that you were dealing with your own addiction. You had your own stuff going on." and I was putting the blame on you, and it was none of your fault. And then they talk about Ray, and I don't know. I don't want to be insensitive, but I'm tired of this storyline with Chelsea now. I'm just y'all are doing all this to eventually get her and Billy together. Just put them together. So then Adam comes back, and I guess he was coming back for coffee or something. And Chelsea says, "Can I talk to you?" So she goes up and she makes amends, and he says, "Everybody knows I did you wrong." And she said, "Well, you could make your amends later, but I want to make amends to you because," she said, "there were times where you were reaching out for me in concern and I didn't see it. And now I understand that you really did care. And I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I pushed you away and didn't let you in." And everything. So that, I mean, they're all good. And then she tells him that she got to make amends with Billy, and she don't know how she gonna start that conversation. So then Billy comes over there and she talks to Billy, um, and she lets him know that she has to make amends to him, and she don't even know what the words she gonna say to him. She just don't know. And y'all, that's it with them. I'm sorry. That storyline, you can't entice me with a boring time. It's boring. It's boring to me. Um, I just don't like it. I don't like that storyline, and it has nothing to do with the mental illness and all of that. It's fine, but they are literally having the same conversations over and over and over again, and I just can't. So then we see baby, we see Nikki, Phyllis, and Ashley, and they said, "Well, Phyllis, your plan worked. They got out of town." I said, don't do that. Don't do that. They said, "But your plan worked, Phyllis. You drove her out of town, and so she's gone." This is with Ashley. And they said, "Tell us what happened, Ashley, step by step." They are me, baby. I want to know the details, and don't you miss any. Like, I want word for word. And so she starts telling them how Diane is scared, so she left town. I said, "Who believes this?" And Phyllis is looking like, like she believes it. She's happy, but a part of her doesn't believe it as well. And Nikki is just happy. She said, "Well, we did a good job." I said, "Y'all didn't do anything. Nikki, you went on and hopped on that plane, wasted time doing cameo on Bold and the Beautiful. Deacon wasted time on Young and the Restless. That y'all didn't even do that storyline right. And then on top of that, Ashley, all you did was get some information from Tucker that he wanted you to have, and now he backing out on you or whatever. I said, y'all ain't even, oh, come on, come on. But anyways, they're happy. I said the only person who really did the leg work, who did the dirty work, who got their hands dirty, is my girl Phyllis. I'm calling it like I see it. She's the only one. But anyways, we move on. And so Daniel was at Marchetti, Jabot Marchetti, and he's like, "Wow, there's security in it." And she tells him, "Oh, we've had some people try to, come in." And he's like, "Oh, okay," but she don't tell him the truth. And then he tells her, she asks him about what's going on with you in this app. I'm so interested. I said, "No, girl, if you're gonna lie, I'm gonna lie too." And he said, "I can't tell you what's going on." I said, "I know that's right." And then Lauren comes up, and why y'all got Lauren as a busybody? She don't have no storyline. Give this woman her own storyline. So then Lauren comes up, and they all talk, and she was like, "Good, Daniel, so good to see you," yada yada yada. And so then he leaves, right? Because he says he got to get to work on stuff. And then he sees Lily, because she packing up about to go, and he said, "Lily, you seem upset. Is everything okay?" She was like, "No, no, I'm cool, I'm cool." And then he was like, "Lily, I've known you long enough to know when something is wrong. You could talk to me." I said, "Girl, I don't know, y'all." So then we see Lauren and Summer talking. She says Phyllis is going off the deep end, and she's concerned, and she says, "Well, Diana's gone and everything, and that's it, child. I'm moving on." And so then Jack and all them talk, and they talk about how Diana's gone. And I said Phyllis, but Diana's gone, and they have nothing to worry about. So then we see Jack and Summer talk, and she says, Kyle, I guess they made it to Colorado, Kyle and all of them. And he just tells her, "You can't tell anyone." I said, Jack is always acting like someone's dad. "You can't tell Phyllis, you can't tell Daniel, you can't tell." She says, "I know this, Jack." And so then Phyllis, somebody knocked at the door. I said, "Dang, please don't let it be Phyllis." But it's my girl. I said, "Phyllis, you working my nerves. Stop going around them." And baby, the way Jack talked to her, why do you want to be with him? I don't understand it. Because he said, "Phyllis, what do you want?" I said, "You ain't got to tell me that but one time." And I'm like, "You know what? You got it. you don't ever have to hear from me again. But of course, they don't make Phyllis like that. She don't care. And so she's like, oh, I was just seeing, I said, seeing Diane at work. And they said, stop it. You know, Diane is gone. She was like, what? And she said, well, that's a good thing that she's gone. You know, it's good that she's gone. She needs to leave. She brought that criminal in here. And he was like, you know, Jack don't have time for it. So he got up and left. And then when he got home, Nikki had just finished seeing Harrison. And so she and Ashley are talking, and they were just saying, well, I guess we don't really have a reason to be around each other anymore. And she was like, you know, and they were like, well, since Diana's gone, I guess we don't have a reason or whatever. But it, you know, it was working with each other. They didn't know they was gonna enjoy it. And then Jack comes in and he plays like he's their daddy and and they tell him, you can't give us no guilt trip about Diane leaving. He said, well, you broke Harrison and Kyle's heart, and they was like, no guilt trip here. I said, Jack, shut up. I mean, I'm sorry. I know that's the second time I said this, but he gets on my nerves too. And I'm sorry. I know y'all think Jack is like Jack, but he is weak to me. He is weak. Um, eh, you ran away. You instead of confronting Jeremy and laying your cards out on the table and telling him like this is this and what is what, y'all ran. Y'all, what was all this talking about warring and I am Jabot and all this? Baby, please, you are nothing. So let's move on back to Phyllis and Summer. So Phyllis and Summer are talking, and Phyllis cannot believe that Summer is not happy. She said, it wasn't that long ago you told me that Diane needed to leave, that you saw the light with her. She said, I did, but you put Harrison in danger. She said, no, I would never put Harrison in danger. She said, you did by bringing this camera. I said, Phyllis, Summer has never been on your side. Since they have came back, Summer has been all with Diane and Jack and Kyle and all them. Let it go. You know what was going to happen if you did what you did and brought Jerry back in town. You did it anyways. So you got to let this go. Let this girl cool off a little bit. I mean, you know what was going to happen. So it is what it is, because I can be unbiased when it comes to my favorite. So let's move on. So then Summer leaves because she don't have time for Phyllis. So Summer leaves and then Phyllis turns around, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me jump to see Jeremy there. Thinking, how you get back up in here? Trying to say it. You're back up in here past security and everything. What kind of security y'all got? Y'all got the Mirror Mansion security. Nobody. So he said, yeah, when I want to be somewhere I can. He said, I know it was you who made the phone call. She was like, Mr. Stark, I don't know where Diane is. I said, Phyllis, don't get scared now. Don't get scared now. You wasn't scared when you was calling him to tell him where Diane was. And she said, you know, he said she not at work and she didn't go home to her suite last night, huh? And he said, you're in. You the one who called me. I know you did. So there's no love lost between y'all. So let's go talk somewhere private. I said, go with your future man, Phyllis. If the spoilers are correct, go with your future man. Y'all, that was the Young and the Restless today. I'm gonna give it. What did I rate it? What did I rate? Because of Jeremy and Phyllis and all them, I'm gonna give it an 8. But because of that boring Chelsea storyline and stuff, it really need a 6. Well, I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for a new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Young and the Restless edition. Goodbye.